Yo, what's going on, guys? Waffles here, back with another video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Murder Mystery 2 Values has had a new update. There's new values out. If you guys are in the Murder Mystery 2 Values Discord server, which is actually linked on the value list somewhere. It's like on the homepage, I think, somewhere, or it's like... It's somewhere on here, alright? That's all I know. But if you join the Discord server... Oh, it's right here at the top. I'm blind. If you join the Discord server, you'll have already seen that there was a poll to vote for a new value list. Well, new values for the value list, I should say. And one of them won, and this is the values for that list that won. As far as I know, demand hasn't changed, but I'm pretty sure that'll be updated soon. I do know that there's going to be massive changes within Murder Mystery 2 Values as a whole, and how the team works, and how some other things work. So the values will become more accurate and accurate over time. I can't speak on how much is going to change, because I honestly don't know. But I do know that there's going to be a pretty big change coming to how the valueless team works. That being said, there's a couple of changes. Nick's scythe has gone down by 5,000. The reason for that, I can actually explain this, is there's a new Nick scythe. Previously there was 5, now there's 6. There might even be more than 6, we're not entirely sure, but we do know there's a confirmation on 6. So we decided to lower it a little bit. There's new values for the ancients. I'm not going to go over each item specifically, I'm just going to talk about the big points, because if I talked about every single one, then obviously we'd be here for a while. I do want to remind you that the value list will be linked in the description and in the pinned comment, so go check that out. Corrupt has lowered, I believe, I think so. I think it lowered by like 5 or something. But yeah. Chromas, this is a big thing. Chromas have been dropped down. They're now pretty reasonable, I would say. Obviously, there's going to be complaints from people. There's going to be people that are like, Chroma Bone Blade's only 300, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Values change over time, and we were trying to solve the issue of duping, because only recently was duping patched, and we're not even sure to what extent it's patched. Nicholas has claimed that duping won't happen again. Obviously, it happens sometimes, so we can't really be sure how long this patch for duping will last. And I do want to remind you guys that it is pretty hard to come up with values for items when pretty much everything on this list that is, like, worth over a seer has been duped at one point or another. Like, it's hard to come up with accurate values. If duping never happened, this list would be, like, 99% accurate. Now, I would say it's, like, 80%, maybe 89%, you know, it's still pretty accurate, but there's still things that we have to work on, and hence why we're redoing the MM2 values team. But yeah, chromos have dropped, some of these have dropped, some of these have actually raised as well. These, we're going to see how the values do. Obviously, I can't speak for the team since I'm only on the community value list team, but I do believe the plan is to see, or at least in my mind, the plan would be to see how people react to these, how things go as far as sharking and scamming, and then we'll change the values accordingly depending on how people are trading. At least that's the plan in my mind. Obviously, I don't know if that's what the team has in mind. So yeah, there's some changes here. You can pause the video or go visit the list for yourself. Some things have raised. I think some things have lowered. I'm not really sure. I think almost all of these have at least raised, except for Prismatic. Prismatic's trash. It's staying where it is. I think Bioblade raised by 2. But Prismatic, it's still available, so it won't be raising for a while. Vintages are doing pretty well. I know these have raised quite a bit, but the demand for them has increased over time, so they've raised a little bit. I'm not going to focus on the vintages page too much, it's not much to see. Legendaries, we've raised JD a little bit. I think Rupture and Web might have been raised as well as Green Elite. To be honest, it's been a while, so I don't remember all of what is raised. I could probably show you if I had, if you go watch my previous video on the value list update, then you'll be able to compare. The rares, some of the good ones have changed, some things haven't, obviously. Same for the uncommons, some things have raised, some have pretty much stayed the same. I think we've raised like Wolf by 1 or something like that, or by 2. Commons, we've increased a couple. I think they're almost in the same spot as far as I can tell. Some things have actually changed quite a bit, especially some of the old Easter weapons have changed, because they're less common now, actually. And pets, we've lowered the chromas, that's the big thing. Heart Pet, I think that went up a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. I think that went up by 30. and there's a couple of things here that have changed. I think everything has changed at least. I'm not sure if it went up or down. I could, once again, compare it in a different video and tell you. And the miscellaneous section, which has also been duped, by the way, has lowered a little bit, since they do have, like, a really crappy demand, and they don't actually go for that much because you can't do anything with them. They're just collectibles. But yeah, that's pretty much the value list update. He hasn't changed this yet, but Andrade's still working on it as I'm making this video, so I'm not going to hold that against him. But yeah, those are the value list changes. Make sure to check out the value list for yourself. If you have a complaint about them, you should join the Discord server and suggest what you would fix. I know that Jarvex, he definitely pays attention to that, and so does Andrade, and they are like the two amigos. They're the ones who like do a lot for the Discord server. One of them runs the MM2 values bot, and the other one is actively updating this value list as we speak. So yeah, feel free to voice your opinions there. So I think that's all I have to talk about for this short little video. Obviously, not everyone's going to agree with this value list, but that's the point of redoing how the value list team works. We're going to try and make it more accurate. We're going to have people in the trading servers paying attention. We're going to have people in various Discord servers paying attention. At least that's what I would do. Obviously, Andrade and the value list team will come up with a more specific way on how that'll work. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.